Republicans can no longer be silent on this issue. And it's not about the Second Amendment. There are plenty of things that we can be doing besides offering prayers in silence. Some sort of Amber Alert, for example, to let the community know there's been a shooting. Strengthening our background checks is something that the vast majority of Americans support. Every time there's a mass shooting, and they're increasing every year, every week, we don't say anything. We want to bury our heads in the sand and hope that it goes away. But guess what? It's not going away. And I see it. I'm in a very purple district. Even though I'm in South Carolina, it is an issue that continues to be a problem for Republicans. And we've not learned anything from the midterm elections if we're going to sit here on our hands silently, not offering any type of solution to reduce gun violence in our country. And it's not about gun control.
So look, I guess mild credit to her, also acknowledging that she seems to be stressing this seemingly mainly for the political consequences that Republicans like her in purple districts will face. But sure, let's say that she marginally cares more about the mountain of dead kids than the people talking at the NRA. That seems pretty clear. Who wouldn't? The calculation that has been made by the Republican Party, mostly Republicans who are in districts that are not purple, they've been gerrymandered to be incredibly safe, where the only elections you ever need to worry about are primary elections, have gambled that they can ignore literally any number of massacres. It doesn't matter how devastating they are. It doesn't matter if we have full audio of the kids being blown apart. If we eventually have full video of it, that'll eventually be the scandal of the day. We're gonna have cameras in the school and we're gonna get to see it happening. That can happen over and over and over. Churches, schools, airports, bars, Walmart, whatever. Everything can be shot up. And they have decided that we ignored hundreds. Clearly people don't care, or they don't care enough to take us out of power. That seems like the calculation that they've made.
Absolutely, right. First of all, it is politically unpopular, and she's saying she knows that she's in a purple district, and I think a lot of Republicans agree with her. But they can't, it's not politically correct, for lack of a better term, within their party to even say that. They'll get hammered, by all sides, and they'll just, tack right, as they always do. No one, and Democrats have their own version of this, but Republicans have no spine and are not, they're not actually brave enough to stand up to their own party on this issue and go with the majority of Americans, just like on everything else. And they also are going where the money is, man. The NRA could give her like a few pens. You know what I'm saying? A hat, $500. You look at some of these amounts that the NRA has given some of these candidates, and you're like, really? That's how much it takes for you to stay silent about the mass murder of children? Amazing, amazing.
Yeah. Look, I think this is why I've stressed this sometimes when we get into these sorts of debates on the main show, that I don't think that the money is meaningless. But I think it means much less than it used to. I think that the NRA was buying politicians before. I don't think that that's the principal reason that the politicians who stay attached to them are. I think it's primary concerns, it's ideological concerns, it's perceptions of purity. It's all of that. That's why you can buy them for $15,000 or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's the way that you can't. Right. It's the untouchable issue, and on the left. I mean, for Democrats, it's like, you can't do any kind of criminal justice reform that is common sense, that it is wildly popular, that will save lives, that will help people. You always tack right. Or immigration reform. Everyone just tack right until, in our militarized society, children are they're the sacrificial lambs for all of our inability to reform anything.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.